What's up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf Doomlands Double Dealer. Okay, let's take a look at the box. It's got this cool guy here, the guy that's on all the Doomlands blasters with his green hair and mohawk. It's like a drawing, not a photograph of a guy. So then they actually have a photograph of the blaster down here. It's Doomlands 2169. It's the post-apocalyptic line that they have out. So that's kind of cool. I really do like the idea behind this line. The blasters all look pretty darn cool to me. So that's one of the reasons why I really like the blasters in this line. Performance has not been the best out of all of them, but the looks are just awesome, and they have all these see-through parts, and that's really cool. So let's take a look at the back. So as you can see here, they have these really cool new magazines that come with them. They have this plastic here on the edge, plastic or rubber, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll check that out. And then they're clear in the middle, so it shows orange and black tip darts. And yeah, it's got a big priming handle here. It's going to shoot 2 darts at once. It comes with 24 elite darts. So yeah, let's crack this guy open and see what's inside. Alright, let's get this guy open. I really like that it's a fully enclosed box. I really like that. I prefer that much over the open boxes. It just protects the blaster a lot better. And I just think it looks better, honestly. You know that no one's gonna mess up your blaster or you know, do something, scratch it. It's not gonna get scratched probably when it's in an enclosed box. So I prefer that. So Nerf, take note. We like the boxes that are enclosed. It kind of gives you more suspense to actually see the blaster too. So like it's this way. Woo! There we go. So that's what's in the box. So you get 2 magazines. These will have to be installed, your 2 mag wells. You get your 24 elite darts, or Doomlands elite darts, whatever. And then you get your blaster. And then you get directions too, but I don't think we'll need that probably, so yeah. So there you go, that's what we get in the box. And now I'll just install these on the sides, and we'll get to the review. Okay, I just want to take a look at the magazines or the clips here first. It's pretty cool. I like these things. These are sweet looking. You know, thinking outside the box, Nerf, not doing something plain and Jane. I like how they've given us some unique magazines. That's always cool. Got some dots here on the bottom and on the sides, and you know, obviously got like this is a little plastic rubbery part here on the end here and in here, and then this is all plastic. Yeah, sweet. I'll throw them into the blaster, and let's see what happens here. So first off, the grips are really comfy, especially this front grip. Like that is super big and comfortable. The side one, the back one up here is, my hand comes off a little bit, but it's really nice. I like that a lot. Go ahead and throw some magazines in. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take a shot. Let's see what happens here. Performance not so great, which I kind of knew, but it was kind of cool. The darts actually went woo like that. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, when you have a double magwell this system, I mean, I'm not sure it's the most practical thing because it's hard to reload both at the same time, obviously, because you need one hand on the blaster, and so you know, you pull this out, and then you know, maybe you can pull this out this way. That's probably what I would do. Load this way. So you load this one this way, and then do this way. That seems to be the easiest to me, but obviously you need to have to get the idea behind this blaster. You need to have both magazines in. It's kind of like an airplane. That's kind of fun. Woo! But this blaster looks sweet. I like the way it looks. It's fun and different and new, and this is cool. It's got a clear jam door here. It doesn't really open up super far, but I feel like this little notch is what's keeping that to happen. I think you just grind that down and you can open that up a lot further. So that's pretty easily fixed. But it does shoot both darts at the same time, so you cannot shoot one and then the other. There's only one plunger tube inside this blaster, so the only way you can shoot one dart is if you pull one magazine out, and then you can shoot one. But the performance is a little lacking, which was a little bit to be expected considering it's one plunger tube shooting 2 darts. So I think if you're buying this blaster, it's more for aesthetics and just for something fun to use, something different, and not necessarily for performance. So, but yeah, I like it. I think my biggest gripe at the moment is this looks like a stock, but it is definitely not a stock. Like, you cannot shoulder that at all. It needs to be like here, so that's like at least another 6 inches. So yeah, it does hold two magazines, so let's see how well it does that while we're here. So that's got a magazine that seems to be kind of loose. It seems to be staying in there though. We'll see how this one does. Alright, well, they're both in there. They're staying in. At least this version of magazine. I'm not sure about other types of magazines, but you know, it comes with these magazines, so that's what I'm going to test it with. So that's kind of a problem. I pulled one out and both of them came out. I kind of hit the other one though, so, but you know, that's life. Let's see again how well it holds just one magazine. So it's holding them in there. So that seems to do that job pretty well. Can't complain with that. So yeah, cool. And you can just, but this is like, I mean, that's the thing, like reloading this, I mean, unless you're going to grab it that way and then switch your hands and then load the other one this way, I would recommend, like I said, this way, and then loading the other one either just straight down like this, or you can flip it over too and do it that way. So I really like the way this thing looks. I think I might have to mod this thing and put a little paint job on it because it's pretty awesome looking. Go check out the ranges and let you guys know what to expect there. So I'm gonna do some shots flat with 2 darts at the same time, like it's made to do. Alright, I'm going to do 12, I'll do 6 flat and 6 angles with the left magazine in, and then I'll do the same thing with the right magazine in. So just to go over a few of the features, this blaster does have 1 tactical rail, 2 tactical rails. It has this little button back here, which I believe is a jam release button. I haven't had any jams, so I haven't had to use that, but that's good to note that that's there. It's right underneath there. This thing is really smooth. I really do like how it chambers and fires. Seems to work really well in terms of, you know, yeah, I mean, that's just smooth. So I really like that about it. I really like the design, all the tubing and all that. That's really cool. You know, it's easy to fire, and then, you know, these are really easy to get out. Now, obviously, it'll take some practice to get out this one, but I mean, that's what I would suggest. Just turn it up and pull it out this way, or turn it down and pull it out this way. Down might be a little easier. That if you're going to use this in some sort of war, I definitely would suggest modding it first. I do think it has some modding potential, and then definitely you need some practice with it to accustom yourself to being able to load and both magazines. So but it could be a really fun blaster for somebody to use. I could see somebody getting, if they have enough practice, could really do okay with this. If it was modded. It doesn't get the best performance out of the box. I would say 2 darts, when it's shooting 2 darts at once, it's about 25 feet is the average. When shooting 1 dart, it was a little bit better, and this is flat. So when the blaster's at shoulder height, I would say probably, it's probably about 35 feet maybe. So a little bit better single shot than when shooting 2 darts, which makes sense. And then when it was angled, it did quite a bit better than that. I was getting out there about 65 foot average. For some reason, when I had the left side, it did better than the right, but that's probably just fluky. So 60-65 feet would be about the average angled. So a little bit maybe less than an elite blaster, but I think this has some modding potential, like I said, and it could do better. One thing that I thought was really interesting, and probably a downside, is it would seem to be very inaccurate, even more inaccurate than most Nerf blasters. The darts were going straight down into the ground sometimes. Sometimes they'd sail. Sometimes they go off to the left. Sometimes they go off to the right. So pretty inaccurate for a Nerf blaster, and I'm not sure why that is. So when I mod this thing, it'll be interesting to see if it gets worse or better. That's the kind of the interesting thing. Like if you add power, is that going to get worse or is it going to get better? Because if it gets worse than this, then it's going to be really hard to hit your target. I don't care if you're shooting 2 darts at them or not. If you don't have any clue which way they're going to go, then you might miss your target completely, even though you're shooting 2 darts at once. So I will try to do a mod guide for this, and when I do that, I will obviously have it on my channel, and I'll also try to post it in the description of this video. So I really like this blaster. I think it's got a cool look. I think it's going to be fun to mod and fun to paint. I think I'm going to probably extend the stock, because I think that's my biggest gripe about it, honestly, is this short stock here. I really feel like I want to shoulder it, but I really can't. Like, it needs to be a good probably 6 inches longer. These grips are just super comfy, like I said. But anyways, yeah, I think this was a $40 blaster. I would recommend buying this if you're into modding. If you're looking for something that performs right out of the box, I would probably look somewhere else. There's a lot of other blasters that, at least if you're looking for performance, I would pick other blasters over this one. But aesthetically, if you like the aesthetics of this blaster, I'd say go for it. I think it's a super fun, cool looking blaster, and I mean, I really can't knock it, because for the line that it comes in, that's what it's mainly for, is aesthetics, and it's different, and I think it's fun. So, that's my review of the blaster. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace out, guys.